Then he enters, finally he enters the land of Lanka. He sets his foot on land of Lanka. And when he sets his foot, he makes sure that he's putting his left leg first. Because if you have seen in Indian thing, in any ritual, if they're doing a housewarming, the Purohit or the priest asks your parents to set their right foot in first, right? That is considered auspicious. So Hanuman makes sure that he's setting his left foot on the ground, because he wants the king of that entire empire to be destroyed. That is why he's doing that. He's intentionally doing it. So he gets onto a parvata. He gets onto a mountain. He lands on a mountain. So it is broad daylight, and Hanuman is huge in his appearance. If he enters Lanka like that, he'll be caught, right? So he is sitting on that parvatam, on that mountain, and he is looking around. He is observing how this Lanka is. So when he sees, he describes how beautiful Lanka is. Lanka is very rich. Lanka is made in Lanka. There are multi-storied buildings as huge as like 7 to 8 stories. 7 to 8 stories buildings were there. Those were constructed, and every house is adorned with gold and gemstones and lot of pearls. So they have used, now we use brick and mortar, and we use stones to construct our pavements and everything, right? Back in the day, they have used real gold for that. Real gold, diamonds, gemstones, everything was used to decorate the front porch. And you have these, we have these decorations on top of the house, lights and everything that we put during holidays, right? For that, they have used real gemstones. So what they do is they put diamond studded things in the gold, and they light a small lamp also that reflects on all those diamonds, and it looks so beautiful. It looks mesmerizing. So they use this lapis stones for that. They use sapphires. They use all sorts of gemstones to decorate their places, and they use pearls to decorate their windows. Yeah, so many pearls are used to decorate their windows, to decorate their doors, and everything looks so beautiful and prosperous. Hanuman was awestruck to see all these things. Hanuman cannot believe his eyes when he is seeing at all these things of Lanka. He thinks, oh my God, this is truly a rich country. They are very rich. All these Rakshasas have so much of money and wealth with them. Then he thinks to himself, how should I enter? Because that is well guarded. All the pathways, everything. So the entrance of the city itself is guarded by so many Rakshasas. And all those Rakshasas are holding weapons. Some are holding huge spades. Somebody is holding bows. Somebody is holding so many things they have. Some people are also holding conches. Why do they have conch? Because they have the signal. If somebody is entering, if they give the conch signal, then some people from the other area will come and accompany him. So they have all those kinds of protocols in place to safeguard Lanka. So Hanuman is like, what do I do now? Now Hanuman immediately reduces his physical form to a small being. He becomes the size of a cat. So if you remember, that was the exact test that gods put him while he was passing over the ocean. While passing over the ocean, they made sure that Hanuman got this ability of becoming big, small and all those things. So he became the size of a small tiny cat. And cat can enter easily, right? He did not become a cat. Size of a cat. He's still a monkey. He's still Hanuman, Vanara. Right? He transforms himself into that size. And then he is looking for a right opportune time to enter Lanka. Because he doesn't want to do it in the broad daylight. So he is waiting. So the night sets. Now it has started to become dark. And Hanuman thinks, yes, I need to get into action. Then Hanuman gets off of this mountain and he tries to enter the city of Lanka. At the entrance, he encounters a demon. She is the demon form of, she is basically chief of staff for all those people who are guarding Lanka. The way Valmiki put it is, she is the female form of Lanka Nagara itself. That's what he says. It's very difficult to understand that way. So let's put it like she is the chief of staff of all those people who are guarding Lanka. She comes and asks Hanuman, "Who are you? Where did you come from? What are you doing here?" Then he says, "I want to take a look at your Lanka. I have heard so many things about Lanka, and I was so mesmerized by the beauty of the city. So I'm here to just take a look at it. I'll take a look at it and go back. I'm not here for any other business." She gets angry. She gets angry and she hits him. And then he retaliates and hits her back. When he hits her back, that is when she realizes that it is not a normal monkey. And then she says, "You go ahead. I was told in the past that there will be a monkey coming in, and from that point of time, the king of this empire will see a downfall. That is what I was told. So now I realize that moment has come, and I'm nobody to stop you. You go ahead, please." And then she falls on the ground. I think she dies at that point, and he enters the city of Lanka. In the city of Lanka, he's going on from one building to the other building. He's jumping and he's looking at the things. He sees a lot of demons and demonesses involved in so much of pleasure-seeking activities. Like they're sitting and having liquor, eating food of their choice, and every house has so much of wealth, so much of gemstones, so much of gold with them, and they're leading a lavish and luxurious life. And there are all sorts of people in Lanka. There are people who are beautiful, who are like normal human beings. There are people who are demons and demonesses. It's a combination of tribes in Lanka. That's what Hanuman sees. But everybody, no matter what, they are rich and beautiful. They are completely adorned with jewelry. They have elaborate jewelry. And the streets are very, very elaborately decorated. The streets have so much of shows going. There are so many shows going on. It's like a downtown. The description of Lanka, streets of Lanka, is exactly like that of a downtown. Except for the fact that we have electric lights here, but there the lights are made of diamonds and jewels and gemstones. That is the description of Lanka. And all those places, all those buildings, they are also decorated with gold. Again, so every single house, no matter what, whether it is whether it is belonging to demon or a normal person, it is decorated like that. And then the streets are full of people. They are selling, buying things, and everything is very prosperous. Everything is very beautiful and prosperous. And Hanuman is looking for a good time to enter into the palace of Ravana, because he thinks that Sita will be in the palace of Ravana. So he wants to check out what is there in the palace. But he has a lot of time to do that, because the city is not sleeping yet. City is it's 7:30 or 8 o'clock. It is dark, but everybody is active. 8 o'clock is too soon to sleep, right? So he cannot enter the palace of Ravana at that point of time. There is a very good chance that he will be caught. So he is still waiting. While he is waiting, he goes and looks and checks out the places of very, very important people in the court of Ravana. Who are those important people? Any names?
Akampana?
No. Yeah.
Vibhishana?
Yeah. Vibhishana, Kumbhakarna, and yeah.
Kumbha?
No, if you don't have a question, you don't have to raise your hand. Okay? Yeah.
When he goes there, isn't Kumbhakarna still sleeping?
Kumbhakarna is still sleeping, but he wants to check out the place. How is it? Why does he want to do that? Because that is all information which is very, very important to strategize a war. Why is it?
You know, like where to fight, how to fight, and like
Yes.
those.
How to launch the fight. If you put a fight in this area, who's going to get impacted? So all that information is extremely important for Hanuman or for Rama, in fact, to plan a war. And Hanuman is doing the spying activity there. He is being a true spy. So ideally there will be a set of people who will be spying. But in this case, set of people cannot reach Lanka. Lanka is such a protected area. Only Hanuman can make it. Hanuman could make it to that point. So it is the responsibility of Hanuman to find out all these things. So he goes and he looks at all those.
What about Indrajit?
Indrajit, he doesn't. Indrajit, there are so many names of people that I have read who he goes and visits, but I don't remember all the names. It's very difficult to remember all those names. So most important people are Vibhishana and Kumbhakarna that I could remember. And all the rest of them are these guys, the ministers of Ravana. Yeah.
Does he visit like the main warriors?
Huh?
Does he visit the places of the main warriors?
Main warriors. If in case in future, if a war is to happen, who will be playing those important roles, right? He visits all those places, all their houses, to see how they are, what kind of people they are, and then he visits one most important place, that is the place where they store their weaponry. He goes and checks that place. And what sorts of weaponry do they have? They have weaponry starting from spades and maces to conches to bows, arrows, all those things. He makes a note of all those weaponry that these people have got. Why is it again important?
So Rama knows who to fight first and
You are talking to me or you are talking to yourself?
to you.
Louder, please.
So Rama knows how to fight and
How to launch and how much of strength do they have? How to counter their strength?
They also know how they'll get attacked and what they need to fight against.
Correct. What is it we are fighting against? They need to know that. So he makes sure to get a glance and get an understanding of all that weaponry. And then he goes and he finds another mountain, which is very, very interesting to him. He gets onto the mountain and he sees very important and very interesting thing. Do you know what it is? Can anybody guess what Hanuman sees next?
Ravana's palace?
No.
The place where Sita is.
No. One very important thing.
The greatest weapon.
That I have told you.
Ravana?
No. It's a thing. Have you heard of Pushpaka Vimana?
No.
Oh yeah.
You heard? Pushpaka Vimana. Pushpaka Vimana is the aircraft of Ravana.
Yeah.
So, Pushpaka Vimana is stationed on a mountain. It is stationed in that kind of a place from where the takeoff of Vimana is easy. So, it is stationed there. And Hanuman goes and takes a look at that Vimana. So, that Vimana is also guarded by so many animals. There are 4 tusked animals, elephants, 3 tusked elephants, 2 tusked elephants guarding that. There are also lions, there are also all sorts of huge and ferocious animals guarding that Vimana itself.
Did you say there's 3 tusks and 4 tusks?
Yeah, yeah. It was, see, all this happened millions of years ago. So the kind of animals, the kind of trees, the size of those animals and trees, everything is very different from what we have today. What we have today is a miniature version of what people had back then. So because people were, I told you at the beginning of Ramayana that Rama was about 16 foot, right? If Rama was 16 foot, imagine all that, like today the proportion of, the height proportion between us and that tree is like, the trees that you have in our community are probably 7, 8 foot, 9 foot. So Rama himself is 16 foot. What is the size of a mango tree back then? What is the size of a banyan tree back then? What is the size of a ashoka tree back then? So they are huge. They are very big. And so are the animals. Dog is not this much. Dog is probably this much. Right? Then imagine elephant. Elephant is bigger than human. So that is the enormity of people back then.
And then Hanuman was the size of a cat.
Size of a cat. Cat was probably this big.
Oh.
Right? I'm just saying. Proportionately. Yeah. So, yeah.
There's a dog that is like 10 feet tall in this day.
How
In this
big were
day.
the houses?
Houses are humongous. Because a 15-foot man has to enter the house. So our ceilings are like 8 to 9 feet now. We are 6 foot people, maximum. Like the tallest person is 6 foot 3, 4, 5 inches, maybe 6 foot 7 inches. Our ceilings are 8 and 9 foot inches.
No, the tallest person is around 8.
1 second. No. That's extreme, right? Generally, average height. Average height is somewhere between 5 and 6 foot. Okay, we will take the 6.5 foot. That person can enter and exit the houses which have like 8 to 9 foot ceiling. So Rama is 16 foot. What should be the height of the house?
At least
the
9
ceiling?
What?
At least 21 foot?
Yeah, at least.
Our 2-story house is a normal house for them. We have that 2-story living space. That is the size of a normal house for them. That's 1 story for them.
What?
Exactly. Yes.
Whoa.
So, if that is 1 story, Ravana's Lanka has 8-storied buildings. So, imagine how tall those buildings are. And these people have built it. look at their engineering skills, right? Vishwakarma was the designer of this Lanka, and he designed this. He is a divine carpenter, basically. You will hear Vishwakarma, name of Vishwakarma so many times in Ramayana and also in Mahabharata. He's the divine carpenter of Devatas and everybody. He engineered this entire town and he gifted it to Kubera. And Ravana snatched it away from Kubera. That is what happened. And coming back to Pushpaka Vimana, he sees Pushpaka Vimana and it is again made of gold. It is decorated with so many jewels, and it is like the embellishments on that Pushpaka Vimana are so elaborately designed. There are pictures of lotuses, so many flowers on Pushpaka Vimana.
Like if a cat was like if a cat was like half your height, then like how would the people like not see Hanuman?
No,
Yeah,
see,
they were tall.
they were
really tall,
even
so-
bigger, right?
It's the same proportion.
Yeah, it's the same proportion. Insect was this big back then, but that was an insect for them.
Insect?
Insects were also big. Everything is humongous. It's not just one thing. Everything is big.
And also like how big was Ravana?
Ravana was even more bigger. Ravana was much bigger than Rama in the physical appearance.
Wait, what about 30 feet?
Huh?
30 feet. Oh no, is this?
Huh?
No, it was around
30 feet? No, I don't know. I don't think 30 feet, but definitely bigger than Ravana because Rakshasas themselves are big. Rakshasas were bigger than human beings.
Isn't Kumbhakarna's like normal form as big as Hanuman's large form?
Maybe. I don't know. But everybody is generally bigger. So you have to keep that in mind when we are talking about Ramayana. People have big statures, big personalities, big figures. So yeah. So Pushpaka Vimana, he sees Pushpaka Vimana and he cannot stop appreciating the engineering marvel. Like he appreciates it. Sure, Ravana is a bad guy, but he needs to really weigh in the strengths and weaknesses of Ravana. If Ravana is doing something extremely well, he has to report that to Rama. Right? Just because he doesn't like Ravana, he cannot start hating everything related to Ravana. Sometimes we get into the trap. We don't like someone, we start hating everything about them. We talk little about even the good parts of them. But a spy or a diplomat should be able to see what is good, identify what is good and call it out, okay, this is good. And he should be able to see what is bad and he needs to say, yes, this is bad.
So they should have the ability to actually understand that even though their enemies actually have good stuff and face that pain.
Yes. They have to understand that, okay, he is my enemy, I know that. But these are the strengths of my enemy.
A miniature person from them is probably like 6 feet or 7
Yeah,
feet.
yeah. Maybe while growing up, while they were kids of your age, they would be 6 or 7 feet. Right? Yeah. Okay. So yes, Pushpaka Vimana he sees. And then from there he...
So like to them, like when they were kids, our height would be like toddlers.
Yeah, toddlers.
So a normal 5th grader would be 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
So how tall would they be when they were born? How tall would they be when they were born?
Maybe 4 feet, 5, 4 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. Now kids are born between 20 and 23 inches, which is a little close to 2 feet. Maybe double their size.
So they'd be as tall as wishes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now